For people that see, all this stuff on TV, MTV, all these people glamorizing pimping and, for these younger girls or, even some women that see a pimp as glamorous or want to have a pimp or be with a pimp, I would tell them, not, I mean, a prostitute is to a pimp what a trick is to a prostitute. All you're doing is turning tricks to be a trick. And that's all you are to that man.
The average age of the girls I work with is 14, and most of them are local girls. We have a lot of out-of-state girls that get picked up by the FBI and the police, law enforcement, and usually they tend to be just put into detention until they go home or just sent right home immediately. I get phone calls off the hook from people that want me to assess girls because they're chronic runaways and they're incredibly promiscuous and they're hanging out with older guys. Um, that's not the only indicator, but that's the one that worries everybody, and that's where I kind of start my assessment. And so I would say that those are pretty much the top um, what I see in almost all the girls that I work with.
I'd say you need to look a little deeper because it is happening. I mean, we know, the people in the industry know it's happening. We may all use different terminologies, but it's there. It's not just on TV. And most people think it's only stuff you see on, TV and Law and Order.
I think it's very important for this particular population to be recognized now because it hasn't been in so long. This is a population that no one likes to deal with. This is a population that's been pushed under the rug for so long, and these are girls and boys, but the girls that we treat, that are victims, and they haven't really had the opportunity to get treatment.
It was the things that he said were things that I've never felt before. I was actually felt like I was loved by somebody for the first time. And I put all of my trust and all of my faith in him. And the way that he got me was he told me, let's go for a ride. I got to pick something up in Indianapolis. And he said we were coming back that night. So I drove with him out to Indianapolis. And when we got out there, that's when he told me we weren't going back.
When I turned 12 years old, I started street prostitution. I had a pimp.
He would beat me with broomsticks, candles. He would burn me with candles. He would take metal hangers and beat me with them and poke me with them, belts, anything that he can get his hands on, he would beat me with. The one time he had beat me so bad that he had ruptured my spleen and it put me in the intensive care unit. So it's like once you knew that he could almost kill you, you'd rather do what he says than to get beat again. But
If you pay the price, you can get what you want. I can get it for you.
Really?
Now, if you want something really young, that 200 it just costs a little more than that.
Sure,
That's all.
sure,
I'm just gonna
sure.
But how young you talking? Talk to me.
Well, how young do you have?
Well, I don't have nothing younger than 14.
Okay, no, 14 is good.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. So the girls over there cost 2, is that
That's the women.
the women?
Now, if I told you 2, and you know you want something young, and I tell you this,
Right.
to add something to it, just tell me, you just pick a figure to that.
Well, I
Then
guess, what, 3?
3. If you do 3, you got it.
I want to show them and tell them like what it feel like to be that hoe, to be degraded all the time, to be hit on, to be manipulated, to be sold all day, every day. Who was there to stop it? It's like a lot of the, a big question everybody asks, like, who was there to stop it? And nobody was there to stop it.